Hi, over the last few months I have used a whole range of different Nikon film cameras. I've used f2, I've used a Nikon mat, and I've also been using some of the last Nikon that were made for film, and this included the F80, which I thought was a fantastic camera, and last week I tried this one, the F75. Now, the F75 was made between the years 2003 and 2007, and it came a year after the F100. And in one sense, it's a slightly lower version of the F80. It's extremely light, and one of the criticisms of it at the time was that it is a very plastic body. It's a plastic body, but the lens mount is apparently metal. But when picking it up, you think, oh, this is light, and in one sense it feels a bit like a point and shoot camera. And it is extremely easy to use. We have the automatic function, the focusing. You do have the range of focusing modes from matrix to point focusing. You have bracketing mode. You have some quite sophisticated modes on the camera and quite a lot of options, but at the same time, if you want to use it as a point and shoot, you can. And I think that is the great thing about this camera. As I said, if we look at the command, the number of modes we've got green for absolutely automatic, we've got a program, we've got a shutter speed priority, we've got aperture priority, and we've got manual. Then we have a night setting, a sports setting, a micro close-up setting, landscape and portrait. We also over here have a light for the for the display, which is very useful if you are working at night or in a dim situation. We've got the plus and minus for aperture if we want to do a plus and minus, and we even have down here a small button for depth of field, and depth of field in so many cameras is missing. So this is a camera that you can use, as I said, as a happy snappy mode, but when you want to get serious, it has everything on it that allows you to get serious. You can do all those manual settings, you can use all those different Nikon lenses. It is extremely ergonomic. It fits in the hand extremely well. One of the issues that sometimes happen on these cameras is the Nikon covering here for some reason had a tendency to go sticky. Now with alcohol, a cleansing alcohol like ethanol, you can basically takes a layer off, and probably isn't ideal, but it does get rid of that stickiness. So for quick fits, that is what I personally would do. And then you've got a very usable camera. I took this out on several walks. I had the Kentmere 100 film in it, which I developed in D70's ID11, and I was extremely pleased with the results. I was expecting good results, and I was not disappointed. It reminded me an awful lot of my D80 that I bought back in 2007, and the tops of the two cameras are incredibly similar. This is exactly, I would say, the same options here, and the display is extremely similar. If you look at the development of how film cameras changed during the years, and they definitely evolved, and this is what they really evolved into, a highly sophisticated, easy to use, but with lots and lots of options on it. And I find it fascinating. This then went on into the digital cameras, and now we are seeing with the Z Nikons more development. These are, I think, still slightly undervalued. I think they're slightly underrated. There's some interesting other reviews on the net you might want to read about this camera. They aren't common, but they are out there. You might find them from 20 to, I would say, £80. They are a lot cheaper than the F100 or F80. So if you find one and you want to have a go with a film camera, I would say this is a very good option. Thank you for watching.